It's going.
Conundrum.
Of it.
In this game, a kerfuffle, a confustication.
I thought it was a mini thieves guild in this game.
Because, like, a group of crows is called a murder, so what's a group of frogs called?
An army.
Oh, really?
Yes, a group of frogs is called an army.
That's amazing. Oh,
Wait, I thought a group of ravens was called a murder. I'm confused.
I believe it's a congress.
Ooh.
But people tend to just use murder for all of the corvids, up to and including blue jays, which makes sense because they're real mean.
A group of ravens is called an unkindness.
That depends on how you treat them, but yes.
Yes.
Although, now that I think about it, Congress, unkindness, I mean...
It's on brand.
Yeah.
I used to know the word for a group of vultures. It was something funeral related.
House of Representatives? A McConnell?
Oh my god.
A Cruz, as in a Ted Cruz of vultures.
Shut up.
Well, after these 4 long years are going to be over, yes, let's rename that.
Are they, though?
Yes.
Oh, God. Yes.
Do we? Is that what we're using it for? My bad.
We're not better. Yes, we did.
Oh.
I'm about to have a brain ouch. Accents are hard.
Dun, dun, dun.
I elected the full force as a player. So yay!
Guide. William Shakespeare is saying they can't hear you.
Did you unmute?
Thank you, William Snakespeare.
Thank you, William Shakespeare. I forgot to unmute myself. The controls
Thanks,
are dumb. Okay. I will fix it in post for YouTube. Like the last few for Digitized Heroes. It's always Digitized Heroes. Okay. Anyway. Let me recap that again. Briar is going into a flashback. Briar wakes up in the muddy and mucky field of a riverbank that has been trod by way too many boot prints. There is the smell of fire. There's the smell of ash and dust. Visibility is fairly low, but you can see magic spells shooting off in every direction. It is overwhelming, especially for you, Ashley, as this is not your memory.
Yes. Is it what? Uh, so, granted, that was a comedic noise because that's how I cope. But, um, but yeah, Ashley is absolutely overwhelmed, and uh, it came out of left field, so she was no way prepared for it. Um, so she's going to elect to sit down and let that pass. Um, because that was a lot. Um, the like the her work day was a bit preying on her nerves anyway. Plus this flashback. That this was it's floor time.
I would like to clarify, you are still in the
Um,
flashback. This is not over.
yeah.
Oh, so
Oh,
it's like a flashback in a video game where you're still controlling
Correct.
the character. You're not
Because
just
you are
watching.
playing a video
Unskippable
game.
oh, I
cutscene.
got
Depending on how bad the PTSD is, it might just be a passive cutscene.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, like, playable flashback. Gotcha.
Playable flashback.
Okay. Oh, gracious. Uh,
You wanted a cutscene, you're getting a cutscene.
we're getting one.
Oh yeah.
I think it takes Ashley a moment to realize, oh, I need to do things. So Briar's looking around, saying who's on his side and if he needs to charge forward. Um,
Who's playing
because
games?
I'm thinking a
I think it's
a field
Saphira.
medic needs to.
Sorry, my phone was, it was a notification going off. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. Um, so he needs to be on the lookout for injured, right? So, um, so on a 19, I would say Briar was fairly focused in that moment.
Okay.
Um, determined, uh, like, this is my job. I have to do it. Um, even though I'm fucking terrified, I got to get this done. Um, so I'm thinking, uh,
Hold that thought really quick. On your 19,
he's
you
yeah,
see a couple of different options. You see somebody hiding behind
okay,
what appears to be a large rock. Kind of hunkered down. They look like a smaller person. You also see somebody clearly struggling in the mud, kind of the same distance away in a different direction. Who do you go to?
okay. Well, I can judge that the rock is decent cover. Um, so Briar's going to head towards the mud and try to help that guy onto his feet.
Okay. I know this game only calls for a d20. Do you happen to have a d10 handy?
Oh, I have so many D10s. Hang on. I have I have sets at the wazoo.
Can you roll
Hang on.
2 of
I
them
totally
for
thought
me?
you were gonna say
Okay. Right.
To
Hang
be
on.
clear, this
Let
is
me
not me
find-
asking for a number
I think
between
that
1 and
was as
100.
close
It's
to-
it's 2 separate 1 through 10s.
Where's my bean beast bag? Is this where my briar dice is?
I totally thought when V asked you if you had a D10, I thought you were gonna say, "You bet your sweet Bippy." No, because no one's ever said that phrase in like a hot minute. Like in this era, in this millennium.
I'm not currently playing
Uh,
Balderdash, otherwise we would have had a higher chance.
Let's see. D10. No, it's not the pyramid looking ones. Let's see. It's these things, right? So
Hey,
there's
don't
one.
stop. Get it, get it.
Uh,
You guys are my favorite.
I believe normally they look
Hang on,
like
chat. I'm
little
almost there.
plumb bobs, or I don't know, what do D10s look like? They come in a lot of different shapes.
I don't. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
it's
I
the
can. Mine are over
it's
here.
the these things, right?
I think so, yeah.
What do mine look like?
And then there's the set that Mal sent me. Haha! Thank you, Mal. Save the day. Okay, so 2d10.
You may give them to me in any order.
Oh no.
Did you drop one?
Hey, yeah, I dropped one. Hold, please.
Hold, please.
It's on suspense.
Roll for chaos.
Oh no. Okay. Got a 6 and a 1.
Okay. So, I'm going to say that
That
you
great?
currently have 6 HP and 1 AP in this memory.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You start hustling towards this
So,
person who's down in the mud. You can see that they are badly injured. They are missing a limb. It is some... You think they're like a half-elf maybe, or potentially crossed with something else. But it's hard to tell. They look like they might have fur, but it's very matted with the mud and whatnot. And they are bleeding very badly.
um, let's see. Where's the immediate cover? Back where the small person was?
Yeah, it's a ways away. You would have to drag this person, roughly speaking.
Okay. So yeah, let's. Briar's going to scoop this poor mangled soldier up and drag them as fast as possible back towards the boulder, maybe to assess their wounds a little bit more accurately.
Okay, give me a d20 roll.
They're conscious, right?
Currently,
Are they screaming in pain from being moved?
Well,
absolutely.
of course.
Naturally, yeah.
14.
That's not true. Shock is a heck of a drug.
You are very
Could be.
capable of
It is a heck
dragging
of a
them.
drug.
You're using the full strength of all of your limbs. You currently have your wings and your horns. This person absolutely passes out as soon as you start
So
moving
probably
them.
some flapping. Oh, bless it. So Briar gets into the boulder and it lays him out, assesses. and thinks, I may not have enough strength to stop the bleeding. I might fail at this. But if it saves one more life, that's what he's here for. That's his purpose. So he's going to use the last AP that he has to mend the lost limb. It won't regrow it, but maybe
Correct.
it'll seal the wound up.
It unfortunately mend only would stop the wound. It would close the wound, but it would not return the injured limb, because that is unfortunately somewhat permanent at this point. Guy is still passed out.
Magic has limits.
His body was going into shock when you got to him already. The other person on the other side of you appears to be cradling a stomach gash. It looks like they are a darker-skinned halfling.
Yeah.
They seem to be in slightly better condition, aside from the gash. They're definitely still bleeding, but their wounds are not as grievous, shall we say.
So guts aren't. It's not a Saving Private Ryan scene.
I have never seen Saving
Right.
Private Ryan, so I have no idea, but their guts are not outside of their body.
Okay.
Sorry, not a war movie buff. My dad was kind of a non thing for me.
No, you're good.
You're good.
It's fine. I saw that movie way too soon, so it's really stuck in my memory.
Oh my God.
I was not age appropriate when I saw it in theaters. Let's see. Let's say Briar improvises, like, takes off his shirt real quick and uses it as a bandage around the guy's stomach.
Okay, give me a d20 roll. You have a tough choice to make. You can bandage the wound in such a way that it will potentially really hurt, but will keep the wound closed. Or you can bandage it loose enough that they will be comfortable moving to get out of here, but potentially not staunch the bleeding as much.
Well, mobility is a priority. So as long as the bleeding is slowed, the guy still has a chance. So we're gonna go with the bandage to comfort. Oh. The young lady, then. Because if she can move away from the battlefield, that's all that can count, really.
Right. She initially tries to convince you to stop. She's saying things like, don't, save it for somebody else who needs it. Keep your shirt, like, trying to not let you help her.
Noble. But, I think Briar's too much in the zone to really acknowledge that. Well, I say in the zone, he's too focused on the task. Let's see. The next priority would be try to get them off the field, I think. So he's going to look behind himself and try to calculate, can I make the run?
Give me a d20 roll really quick. Wait, actually, question mark. Are you looking over the boulder, or are you looking around the field?
Around the field.
Okay. Everything is shrouded in smoke, essentially. You really can't see anything. What was your d20 roll?
Yeah. It was a 6, so I couldn't see shit.
So out of nowhere, a attack comes, and you are hit with a very pointed round of, oh gosh, what is it called? The wizard attack, that Ruby is so fond of in our other campaign, the, wizard bolts.
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
Wait, I got it. It's
It was a pointed attack!
Oh, that's a finger guns!
it's magic strike.
Magic strike.
Or missile.
I believe it's magic strike. I think magic missile is the actual D&D. You are hit with that for 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I'm down to
2.
2 health points. Jesus. And there's no chance of help, is there? We're pretty much pinned.
You can't see anything, so your chance of help is whatever luck might come out of that ash.
All right, so no AP, 2 health points. That's very dire. Could I roll again for another observation?
Sure.
Maybe to flag somebody down?
Sure, go for it.
I thought this D20 was going to be nice to me.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 7.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a tough choice, because that's what the rules call for.
Hey.
You realize that you have what is
Yeah.
essentially a magical flare on your belt, which you can send up, which would call out for help. However, it's a magical flare, and you're already being attacked.
That makes me vulnerable to the...
If one person knows you're there, it's one thing. If a whole group of people knows you're there, it's another thing. So your options are, you take these people and run in a direction, hoping that you'll be safe whichever direction you run, or you fire up a flare in hopes that somebody comes.
Right. Is there a chance I could have deciphered where the magical strike came from?
It came
Like, did it come from behind me?
It came from kind of sideways, so they are kind of like coming around to the side of the rock.
Okay. I was going to take a calculated risk and use the flare as a weapon
Okay.
in that direction,
Okay.
hoping that's enough of a distraction to grab an abscond, practically.
Give me a d20 roll.
Watch this be the worst one that I roll yet.
Don't put that juju out there. Big roll.
I rolled a 3.
That's fine, because they rolled a 19, so I'm not sure it would have mattered much anyway. They used the spell Reflect, sending the spell back at you, hitting you with the flare instead. You are knocked unconscious.
This is how he lost his horns.
You wake back up, briefly, to see the halfling woman, dragging you, still bleeding, trying to get you out of there. And then you go unconscious again in this memory, and then you wake up to Ziv shaking you, gently in the back room of the warehouse.
In the headquarters?
Mm-hmm.
So needless to say, Briar is a bit shaken. So he's very confused, very disoriented. But he's not yelling, he's not struggling. He's just like shaky and just stares up at him blankly. What?
Are you okay? You kind of
Sure.
went blank there for a minute.
I had a memory. And, I think it was of the war.
Not a good one, I take it.
It wasn't doing so great, no.
Well, let's get the let's get you cleaned up. Come this way. And he leads you over to a wash basin. That's, they pour the water in and wash themselves off, and helps you wash the blood off of your hands into the wash basin.
So on a 14, I'll say that once Briar touches the water, he's going to feel a little bit more grounded
Mm-hmm.
and start doing some breathing exercises to help calm him down from what he just saw or experienced. You okay? That was a lot of blood.
He looks at you, and there's this, slight smile that comes across his face. And he goes, "You're very sweet. I drink a lot of blood these days. Let's go get you set down. I think, have you met Claude?"
Not officially.
"Great, you're gonna meet Claude. Come this way." He leads you over to the sofas in the warehouse and gets you set down. Claude appears to be playing around in his player's journal, looks up at you, looks up at Ziv, looks back at you, and kind of, tries not to pay attention, but is also absolutely paying attention.
Briar's going to sit and have his hands on his knees, uh, almost white knuckled,
Mm-hmm.
um, but he's flexing his digits, doing his best to, be relaxed.
Claude, this is
Flashbacks are weird.
my fiance, husband, Briar. Um, would you mind looking after him while he takes a minute? He's just had a bad flashback to the war. And unfortunately, I need to go see to Elio, and then unfortunately, I think it's my shift at the clinic, so I have to go work. Let me know if I'm needed, but otherwise, if you could look after him for just a few, and Cloud goes, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And Ziv gives you a kiss on the forehead, looks down and says, are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I probably need to lay down for a while. I'm okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll check on you later.
Yeah, have a good shift.
Thank you. And he kisses you again on the forehead, and then peels off back to the infirmary.
Yeah, give Kelly my best, which isn't a lot, but yeah. And Briar reaches up and like rubs his face, claws go through his hair, then deep breaths, and he goes back into the default state pose. Yes. Hi, Claude. How are you?
I'm fine. You look like shit. You good?
Worked in a restaurant.
Couple times. Bodega once.
Hmm. Imagine all of the customers that you had to deal with were disgruntled and grumpy
I
and
think you
threatened to give
just
you a
described.
foul Yelp review.
Okay, yeah, no. We didn't care much about Yelp reviews, but yeah, I gotcha.
So that was stressful. That was the clinic, pretty much. And then came in here. I helped with an injury that needed healing, and I managed to have the AP for it. And then memories that weren't mine blindsided me, and I feel like I was hit by a truck.
Do you drink?
I'm tempted, but I promised sobriety with a friend. So
Well, that's a
if
choice.
um if you happen to have a lemon handy, I'll take it.
A lemon?
A lemon. I know it's weird, but anytime I crave alcohol or tobacco, because I was a heavy smoker outside of here, if I bite into a lemon and just eat it like an apple, the craving goes away.
You know, you could just replace those cravings with, like, chocolate? With stuff that tastes good?
Lemons are delicious.
Lemons are bad for your teeth.
Yeah, I'll take. I'm not that concerned about my teeth.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll see if I can find you a lemon. He peels off to the bar, finds you a lemon, comes back,
Thanks.
sticks it in your hand, still unpeeled.
Ow.
Okay, and that scene over with. You sit with Claude for a little while and try to calm down. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Okay. You are back on the ship. Hanging out, having a good time. No flashbacks, no war for you.
This little guy. I would like to do another thing too, in addition to Boss having some time with DeLacy. Did Briar get a lemon tart? If not, Boss would like to deliver Briar a lemon tart. I think it's a good time now.
I don't think
He
so, because
hasn't
I
had
think
a tart yet.
Briar was not on the ship. Briar hasn't been on the ship, really, so... lemon tart away.
Okay. Boss would like to find where Briar's office is and whether the door is open or closed. Boss is gonna like knock, but you can kind of tell it's Boss because it's gonna be like the da 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 kind of knock.
Ziv opens the door to his bedroom and says, I'm sorry. You're looking for for Briar, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Can you tell me where he is? I promise I won't take up too much time.
No, it's fine. Go on through. He's in the living room area of the, you know. I'm sorry. I've got to go. I've got to get on the floor. And he lets you through and closes the door behind you as he goes down the hallway to start working.
Boss clutches his little backpack and walks over to find Briar and goes, "Hey, buddy. I hope I'm not bothering you."
No, good. He's like halfway through his lemon, by the way.
You found a lemon! Oh! And Boss takes out one of the lemons from his bag. Lemon buddies! And he, like, toasts the lemon.
Claude, despite himself, snickers on the sofa.
So I didn't know you could just eat lemons like an apple, but you're just really hardcore, so that probably makes sense for you. But I like to collect lemons because fruit makes me happy and the color yellow makes me happy. It's a happy color. Speaking of, oh my goodness. And then Boss sets down his little bag and he opens it up. It opens like this gently clothed lemon tart. I don't know if it's still warm anymore, but they made this on the ship, and I was like, you know who would enjoy this? My buddy Briar. It's a lemon tart. I promise I didn't do anything weird with it. It's just not warm. It's a little cold. He's thinking about Isosceles making the little car tower out of it. He's trying to like say like he didn't drop it or anything, but realizes Briar wasn't there for that.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I would love to have a tart. Thank you.
Yeah, they're really good. I had 3 of them. Oh, you know what? That was rude of me. I didn't even think to get you a drink. Gosh golly, gee willikers. And he like stomps his little foot.
Well, water can do, or I think I'm good on citrus. Oh,
Yeah, I get it. Sometimes too many lemony stuff makes my tongue feel weird.
I got you. You want water?
But I didn't want to bother you. I just. Oh, sorry.
No, no worries. There's a little bit of an overlap. Claude pipes up and says, "I can get you water. Don't worry about it. Ice or no ice, you two?"
no ice. Thanks.
No ice, or I get brain freezes.
Great, easy peasy. And he walks off. You guys probably would register both at the same time. That this is the black elf that turned on the knights. Just sitting here. He's not in his armor at the moment. He's just wearing like regular clothing. And he is by himself.
Oh gosh.
He comes back with 2 glasses of water
Yeah,
for you
I'm
guys.
still jittery from. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I don't mean to pry, but are you okay? You just seem really busy with your work, and we haven't had much bro time lately.
Uh, it was a rough day. I'll say that. Um, I basically I had a flashback of a war flashback, and it hit me sideways. And this tart is fucking delicious, by the way.
I'm so glad. It wouldn't be as enjoyable if you didn't get to have some.
Thank you for thinking of me, boss.
Oh, I think we lost boss.
I think we did too.
Oh shoot.
Maybe start clapping your hands. It's fairy rules.
Clap if you believe.
Come back, boss. Come back, boss. Come back, boss. Come back, boss.
Ah, there he is.
Sorry, I think
Oh,
my internet did something.
Yeah, I think so too. We lost you for a
It
minute
hiccuped.
there.
It's all good.
Yeah, all of your
The clapping
screens
helped.
had little exclamation points on them, and I was like, "Oh, that's definitely a me issue."
You froze and it muted you immediately when you froze.
Oh
it
no!
did.
I did mute myself temporarily because Chrono was being extra whiny tonight. I love him, but he was being loud. But,
Gotcha.
where did Boss leave off?
Gosh, I am the wrong person to ask that.
I remember we got water, and then Boss was offering his. He was asking Briar, because he noticed he was kind of off, and was asking how
Right.
what's going on.
Basically, what happened was I came off of a shift, which was stressful. Tilly still wants to murder me, so on brand. Um, then I came in here. There was a bit of a crisis. I helped with said crisis. Unfortunately, it showed me a war memory that I was not prepared for.
Oh dear.
And yeah, that's why I'm like a chihuahua right now. I
Boss where is Briar? Is Briar sitting?
he's sitting.
Okay. is he like? I forgot. Is he sitting on the bed? Is he sitting on a chair?
He's sitting on a couch.
Okay. I think Boss is gonna try to do like a pedito thing where he gets on the couch next to you and he rests his head on your lap like a dog or a kitty cat to give you some emotional support.
His big hand comes up on top of Boss's head and really appreciates it.
Boss takes a deep breath and just remains quiet in case Briar wants to talk a little bit more or just to sit in silence. And then you hear
I'm glad
his
friends
throat
with us.
kind of rumble, and then you hear a small burp come from his throat. And it smells lemony. He just softly and sheepishly goes, "Sorry, I didn't do that on purpose."
You are the paragon of friendship, I swear.
Boss smiles and his eyes kind of like do that little like upside down U kind of shape.
Hmm. Thanks,
You're still
boss. I
That's rough, buddy.
I'm yeah. Um, Not the kind of flashbacks I'm used to, for sure.
Claude pipes up and says, "Didn't play a lot of Call of Duty back home, huh?"
Actually, I did.
Boss
It
suddenly
just wasn't
perks. Oh,
injected into my brain.
Okay,
Boss perks
fair.
up suddenly, looks at Claude and goes, "It's Halo or nothing, you fucking nerd." Oops. His
Whoa!
mouth.
Hey, Halo's a different brand.
I
Still
simply
good. But he said war, and Halo is space? I don't know, it seems like a different genre.
It's war in
Sorry, I
space.
have a sister back home, and we used to play fight, and uh, that was just a response to her. I forgot you don't know our inside jokes. I'm sorry, that wasn't at you. Siblings, you know.
It was
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah, I sure. I know.
Divide.
And he looked a little uncomfortable, saying that he knows about sibling things.
Does Boss notice?
Yeah.
Okay. Boss is gonna like bombastic side eye, but is busy being adorable for Briar right now.
Yeah, he's not being judgy or anything, just like he seems a little uncomfortable with what you had said.
Oh, I didn't know if like he was hiding a secret or something.
Well, he's not talking about it, but
So Boss is gonna get. Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It's this whole thing where, my sister took the console with her to college, and then I couldn't play, so then I had to play a different console, and then we were playfully at Call of Duty War versus Halo War, which was dumb. But I mean, when you're siblings and you want to nitpick at each other, you kind of find the dumbest things to kind of nitpick on, you know?
Sure, yeah, got it.
But also, she started it. What'd you say?
He kind of just quietly says, "Sure, yeah, got it."
I feel like I offended you. Do you want a lemon tart with a bite taken out of it?
Why don't we split it and you can take the part that you bit out of, but I'll give it a try.
And he breaks it off and hands it.
Claude takes it and chows down, and after a second he looks at Briar and goes, are there germs in this game? Is that a thing here? You're a doctor, right?
Better not. If there is a germ or disease system, I wouldn't be able to help anyway.
No, that's fair. I mean, it's not like I'm a
But
medieval
I
cop in
don't think
real
they're
life
going to be that.
either, so.
Mm. How was your day, Claude?
Uh, he kind of like gestures around him and goes, quiet.
Huh?
I'm benched. I occasionally get to go out on hail duty, but otherwise I'm here. Mom checks in every now and then, which is
How's the poor
interesting.
kid doing?
Surprisingly pretty cheerful, despite, waking up to pee and eat and, crashing out again and rinse repeat.
Going immediately back in. So right, his collar has to be unlocked by a ring, right? That's
Yeah, but we don't have the ring.
right. That's a quest and a half
I,
right there.
I tried my best. I mean, I was intel as soon as I got in, so that was interesting. That was, you know, I would not have been the thing that I thought I would have been put in, like first thing off the bat, but I don't know, it's kind of nice going undercover to thwart the cops.
Kind of a black ops thing.
Yeah. He gestures to him and
Sounds exciting.
he gestures to himself as a black elf and says, "It's always kind of a black ops thing."
I'm sorry, that didn't.
No, you're fine.
It works though.
To be fair, I wasn't all that good at it. Galleon, Captain Galleon, was very much on to me towards the end. I don't know that he knew exactly what I was up to, but I think he suspected, so. Maybe I should have taken some spy moves before I went in there, but.
Well, well, it's. I mean, how are you to know, really?
I don't know. I got in the game. My mom was like, "Hey, you're going in," and I was like, "Okay, great, cool. This is a great plan." No, it was not a great plan. Uh, but hey, I'm out.
Oh,
I always like political
About
drama.
his mom. His mom.
so your like in-game mom or mom?
No, in-game mom. Uh, Kemi.
Oh, okay. I can't be. I, I. Oh my. I am still very scrambled. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Not like there's a family resemblance or
I
anything.
didn't know that.
I'm one of the orphan 8. She's my adoptive mom.
You
Orphan 8. They're not orphans anymore, they're adopted.
I mean, that's cool.
I mean, you know, come into video games to escape real life, and you get, you know, the opposite of what you were missing in real life. So, I was a foster kid growing up, so it was kind of fun to come into a
Oh, I
game
see.
where I have a parents that like me.
That's legit.
Yeah. What did you guys
Um,
get? What's your flip flop?
my flip flop. Um, well, I'm a line cook
Oh.
side. And then I came in here and decided to be a doctor.
Yeah, but that's
Uh,
like that's the game. Like what did the game give you that's weird? That's different from
an identity crisis. Uh, uh, so, Ziv and I have a relationship, but I have amnesia.
No.
And that was my first real real memory that Briar would have. And so that's a bit surreal. Uh,
What about you?
but
I'm sorry. I know his name. I don't know your name, little frog man. What what's your what's your name? What's your flip flop?
Boss holds out his little froggy paw hand and goes, I'm Nova Honey Lemon, but the frogs back home call me Boss for short. And just like does finger guns. Oh, but sorry. I'm so used to doing that. You can just call me Boss though. Um I'm sorry, what was the question?
You know, like what the game change for you? Nice to meet you, by the way.
What the game changed for me? Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Well,
aside from the
it,
height,
right? Well, sometimes it's as a neurodivergent girly pop, sometimes it's hard to fit into the world, and maybe I just want to be a cute little creature instead of a human that's got to pay taxes, you know?
I feel that. I feel that on a whole level. Yeah, no, got you there. God, I hope they don't have taxes in this game.
Oh my god, I'd cry. I cry
me
a
too.
lot
That's too
in my
much
real
math.
life. I mean, stuff sometimes just gets frustrating. It's just like, did I drop a pencil today and I'm on my cycle and I just like, absolutely not. Did I run out of chocolate?
Or
Is my favorite
lemons.
drink not in the fridge? Lemons, exactly. You can tell you're Chrono. I'm so sorry. You can tell you're doing good when you've got lemons on the counter. Chrono. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Nice to meet you guys. I guess I'll see you around. I should probably go check in on Elio, see how he's doing. Uh, yeah, nice to meet you.
Okie dokie. Meet you too. And Briar, I'll let you go, but I'll keep checking in on you, okay, buddy?
Briar's free. Briar can go with you.
Okay, thanks, boss.
Oh, okay.
I could. Um, I think I think the salty air could do me some good.
Okay, because you have to meet Isosceles.
I saw Celeste.
Oh my fucking go on. And he does this with his little hands. He goes, okay, okay, okay. And he grabs your hand like a little kid, like, I gotta show you, I gotta show you. Follow me, follow me, follow me.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Claude, for everything. Thank you.
And the boss drags Briar to meet Isosceles.
Delightful. And with that, we will take our pause for the. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say if maybe we could take our pause. You read my brain
Yes,
though.
for a bathroom break because it is
You got that DM
9:05.
sense.
So we will be back in 10 to 15 minutes, gang. Bye.
Killing in the name of.
Yeah, with 100% more accordion.
Boss can headbang as best as he can.
Mhm. That's why he needs that haircut. He needs more. Well, yeah.
That poor
Boss
baby
doesn't
got no
have to.
neck. That man's cannot headbang.
Maybe he can
He
throw it
will.
back.
I was going to say, it'll
Throw it
accidentally
back.
end up as twerking, which is also very
Accidentally.
punk of him.
Yes.
So, chat, what do you think? Can
Edgar
frogs
with the
headbang?
Fallout Boy hair.
Tell us
I
in
was
the
just
comments.
dancing and then it landed that way.
Okay.
Don't
Well,
phase
Panic
chat.
at the disco.
getting back on topic, Boss had just arrived with Briar. Who wants to do a thing next?
What kind of things are there to do?
Whatever you imagine, roughly speaking. Do you want to interact with crew? Do you want to hang out with your friends? Do you want to learn a new move?
Would love to learn a new move. I just want to keep beefing up for when we have fights, because that's what I want to do. I want to fight somebody.
Many new moves.
That explains his personality so much.
Who's my guy for fighting moves?
Recently you were hanging out with Nikolai, I believe.
Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Keslov.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I go bother him?
Absolutely. He is probably... Well, you guys had woken him up to temporarily make him act like a dog. He probably
Oh,
went
right,
back
we were
to
puppies
sleep again
together.
or had breakfast.
Weren't
and
y'all sniffing each other's asses and stuff?
Yes.
That's
and
great.
they're very well acquainted now. He probably got some breakfast and is now starting his shift.
Okay. I'm gonna slide up next to him with some breakfast. Oh, wait! Wasn't I with the Lacey last? What were we doing?
I believe... Oh, gosh.
Were you coming back from
Yeah,
meeting with folks at the Thieves Guild?
we came back just as Morgan was doing the move. That's how you got hit with it.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Alright. Well, now that I've been a puppy, I'm starving, so I'm getting the breakfast. And then sliding up next to Nikolai. Hey there, buddy. What you having?
Puppy chow.
Ha!
The captain made tarts, so I was having
Same
a
here,
couple
I
of those and
suppose.
some bacon, it looks like, so.
Well, you're a pretty good fighter, right?
I like to think so.
You wanna teach me a move or two? I am bad at fighting.
Sure. What do you want to know?
I think I only know... I've got some technique down, but I don't have, anything else.
Okay, well, we start where we can, I guess. Let's see. So, are you looking for something in particular you want to know? Is there... Do you want... You
the
know how to
idea of
punch
being able to
people?
counter somebody.
Okay, I can do that. That's a pretty basic skill. We can get that working. Have you ever, how much fighting experience do you have? So nothing.
4 days worth.
I got punched once and I took it pretty well. I'm real good at taking it.
Is that so? Nikolai is trying not to laugh. You can see it on his face. He's like...
he just keeps going.
He does kind of give you an eyebrow of, was that intentional? Was that like... but then just kind of moves on, and says, okay, well, we can learn counterattack. You got time now?
Oh yeah, well, hold on, let me eat first. He inhales. I can wait.
Nikolai knocks his stuff back too pretty quick. He'd already been eating, so he doesn't have as much to eat as you did, but he chows down and gets ready, and says, great, meet me up on deck. I'll be right back.
That's what I do. I do that.
Okay. Nikolai comes back a couple minutes later, and he has on what appear to be kind of like boxing gloves. They're like padded gloves. They're not as nice as like the red round like boxing gloves you think of when you picture boxing gloves from like a cartoon. But they're essentially like extra large padded gloves where there's extra padding like sewn onto them. And he goes, great. So I'm going to hit you, and you are going to, when I fail, what you are going to do is try to parry. You're gonna try to throw it back at me, right?
Okay. How do the failing part, I think, is where you lost me. Do I just
I'm going
hit
to
your arm away or what?
I'm going to pretend that I suck at fighting, and you are going to take my punch and redirect that energy back at me.
Okay. Sure.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta pick a die.
Do I need to roll?
You're gonna need a. Well, actually, hang on. So
Do I get
the
advantage? 'Cause
rules
he's
of
being nice.
counterattack is a free move, so it has no AP cost. When an enemy within reach rolls
Oh.
a tough choice or worse, which is a 10 or lower, on a basic attack against you, you may parry their attack and take no damage. If they roll a failure or worse, you may also immediately roll the die to make a basic attack on them. This counterattack does not count as a turn. You had seen Philip use this once in the on the stage battle.
Okay. So I, very cool. So I'm not rolling though.
So
Or am
Nikolai's first roll is a 7, so you can parry that one.
I parry it.
And he goes, good first. You know, that was pretty good. You're learning. You learned quick. Look at you go. And he kind of like hits you on the shoulder really gently. Not like a hey, you're doing great. He says, you learn faster than my brothers. This is wonderful. Oh my god. So that's a natural
Get
one.
that a lot.
For the next punch. So you may roll the die to make a basic attack against him.
Get a little damage. We have 16.
You successfully hit him back.
Nice.
Where do you want to hit him?
Where do I get him? Oh, jinx. I'll avoid his face. He's a pretty boy. I have to get him good in the gut.
He says, yeah, you learned pretty quick. What did you need to learn this from me from? You could have done this on your own.
Yeah, ask my DM. I don't know.
Does Teddy actually say that out loud?
No.
That's what
no.
I just
That's everything
wanted to
else.
clarify, because that would mean a very different thing to Nikolai.
Yeah, you know, what he actually says is like, I mean, I don't mind the help,
Okay, well,
Say it.
here we go.
No, say
Jesus,
it.
the
Say
next
it,
I'm
one-
on the
Rabadon.
company.
The next punch he throws is a 12, and he hits you square in the chest. So that's not one you can parry.
No! My heart.
You don't take
You're
any
breaking my
damage, though.
heart.
He is wearing padded gloves.
Mm-hmm. Ooh!
Payback.
No, fair.
Do you want to keep going? Should we keep practicing? Do you want...
No, I'll keep practicing.
Okay.
Let's shirk chores, and we're just gonna fight. We're just gonna tussle.
Meh. I mean, we're out at
The rituals
sea,
are intricate.
Unless something happens where they need us, we're, we're basically just doing busy work until something comes up. It's mostly a straight shot until we get there. I don't know, tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
I think so. That's what I heard Oren saying to the first mate, so... sometime tomorrow.
Nice.
I don't know, they were having some kind of concern.
Exciting.
I assume they'll talk to your friends about it, but...
Oh. do. Okay. I was gonna say, I did not hear that update, but I suppose I could let folks know.
Okay, well... Do you want me to keep hitting you, or do you want to go talk to your friends?
Oh yeah, let's keep hitting each other.
Okay. Do you mind if I take the gloves off?
Let's keep hitting on each other.
I mean, if you're game.
What?
He's not winking, he's serious.
I am game. Let's game. I'm game. Let's game.
No. You had winked at him, hitting on him, and he's
Mhm.
down.
Oh,
Sorry.
He's gay.
Oh,
He's game.
he's game.
He's gay.
Gay.
Yeah.
He's gay. Mm.
He goes, okay. Not subtle about it at all.
There don't seem to need to be subtle.
Well, we can always find a spot later.
Okay.
Just keep winking.
I'll check in later then. But in the meantime, think fast. And oh my god. He rolls a 4.
Yes!
All right. You guys keep at it for a little bit. Does anybody else want to go? Or do you want to peel off and tell your friends, Teddy? Or Fox, I should say.
Oh yeah. Where are folks? Can we get a group huddle going?
Yeah, I think everybody's on the ship now.
Lakey is probably near the navigator, obnoxiously poring over the star maps again.
I guess Teddy's just gonna run around and be like, family meeting. And when he sees Briar, he's like, you look different. Let's go.
Oh, we lost Cat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
That up is
Morgan says, "You don't join us." Anyway. Okay, family meeting.
Great news, everybody. Tomorrow, we're arriving at... where are we going again? Because that's where we're arriving. The place we were going.
I definitely remember.
I have the
sunken
name and
shoals.
role of everyone on the ship, but I do not know why we are on this ship. I've forgotten.
You are heading to the Sunken Shoals.
Watches.
To the what?
The Sunken Shoals is the place you are headed.
Sunken Shoals. Okay, now I have it written. We are arriving tomorrow. Let's go. But also, apparently, the captain was concerned about something.
You don't know what?
I don't think... It doesn't sound like the crew knows either. What? Well, you don't have to be here.
Well, just talk to the captain.
Alright.
Morgan flies over to wherever one would suspect the captain to be. Is he?
The captain is most likely in his
Steering?
quarters at this moment, because it is evening time.
Okay.
It's the nighttime.
He seems to be talking
We'll wake
to...
him up.
He seems to be talking to the first mate and Oren, in the office. Is it just Morgan going? Who else is going?
Sphere is with me.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll join.
Cool. Then it is...
I might have a whole posse behind me.
Saphira, Fox, and Morgan all head to the captain's quarters. The captain's quarters are absolutely beautiful. The door's open, so you don't have to, like, worry about, not being wanted. He kind of has an open door policy where you can just come in if the door's open kind of thing. And the room is very pretty. Everything is hung from, like, chains, so that way if the ship, like, shifts on the waves, nothing falls over. So everything is kind of suspended somewhat, including his perch that he sleeps on.
Huh.
And he seems to be having a conversation with the first mate and Oren quietly about something. It looks like they're looking over a map, and Oren seems to be pointing, and they see you come in. The first mate turns around and says, "Oh, can we help you with something?"
Yeah. Well, we heard that we were going to be arriving tomorrow, but also that there's some kind of a problem, something to be worried about. And
Yes, we were
I'm just checking in.
We were actually just discussing options that we were going to present to you, as you are our patrons at this moment. Oren, would you like to tell them what we've been looking at? And Oren says, "Sure, that's fine. There is a storm coming in that will hit in the next 8-ish hours. Potentially sooner, depending on wind conditions and how fast the storm feels like moving, depending on the goddess. Don't tell Nikolai, he'll get really gung-ho about staying in the storm. It does look to be a fairly strong storm. And unfortunately it is coming from the north, which, for our purposes, means that we either stay in the storm and try to weather through it, which can damage the ship, throw us off track. We can try to go south as well, but that runs the added risk of then being within the boundaries of Tethys Rest, in which we would run into much larger problems with wildlife, Tethrians, creatures of the deep. Or we could try to straddle the middle of the two and hope for the best with both.
Above table.
Yes.
Morgan already called on Lawfrey for help, right?
So you called on Lawfrey, but you didn't actually use the favor. You just said what you were looking for, and Lawfrey was like, I need more information to help you. So you have not used your favor
Right.
from Lawfrey.
Okay. All right. Back in the scene. So, I actually do have a friend. I don't know how much she can do about the weather, but Tethys is her dad, so I don't know if she'd be able to escort us through. I could try talking to her.
All three of the people standing in the room that is not from your party look at you like you have 7 heads and just spoke in tongues. I'm sorry, you have a what?
I know a mermaid. She's cool. I know a mermaid. She's cool. Her name's Lawfrey. She owes me a favor, whatever.
I'm sorry.
I just say your name 3 times.
You have a
like
Tethrian who owes you a favor?
Am I speaking? I was gonna say English, but actually I don't know what language I'm speaking. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
We sort of helped her out, and now she owes him a favor.
What, you want me to introduce you? You don't believe me?
No, I would not like to be introduced. You guys can figure this out on your own. Orin leaves.
Ooh.
Okay, well, if I try to talk to it, it's gonna be on your ship, so... I mean, if you guys would rather, ruin your ship in a fucking storm than try to talk to Lawfrey, be my guest. We got a portal out of here, so...
You haven't really been a seafarer before, have you? You've never seen what a Tethrian can do to a ship, have you?
I don't really give a fuck. I've seen what people do to Tethrians, okay?
I feel like knowing what Tethrians can do to the ship means we should probably call on Lawfrey to keep that from happening.
There you go.
If you think that this is the best course of action, I'll back you. This is your expedition. I'm here for the story. That sounds like fun to me. And he looks at the first mate, and the first mate kind of just holds up her hands like, we have a portal.
We do. I mean, it'll probably be fine, I think. I mean, honestly, I'm just saying I'll talk to Lawfrey about it. We'll even see if she can help. I don't know if she can, make sure other creatures you guys hate don't get to us or whatever.
It's not a matter of hate, exactly. The Tethrians are very territorial of their father, who sleeps at the bottom of Tethys Rest, as you well know. To the extent of giant leviathans that will eat ships whole, sirens that will call sailors to their depths in the deeps, mirages of ships calling for help, to the point that you don't know if it's a real ship calling for help or a fake one, which will then descend into a school of Tethrians who will rip your ship piece by piece and drag it down to the deeps. They are efficient in the most terrifying way. So to have a favor owed is very helpful if they have pull with their siblings.
What if Lawfrey's the runt of the group?
How big is she?
Bigger than you.
No, she's not the runt.
Well, sure.
Tethrians are, when they first emerge, are very small, and they stay nearest their father. So we usually don't start seeing them until they are humanoid size-ish. 3+ feet in length, including tail, is kind of the smallest you see. And by then they are already fully capable of taking lives. They are all...
Oh, well, she's much bigger than that.
The longer they live, the bigger they get. Leviathans are often several ship lengths long, and they originally started as Tethrians.
Hmm.
And The larger they get, the
She's
more...
not several ships.
Well, that's encouraging.
So when you guys were chatting a moment ago, hold on, what did you say?
She said, well, that's encouraging.
All right, I mean, like, I should just ask her, right?
We will.
Okay,
We will
that's
back.
what I'm gonna do.
We will back whatever play you want to take. We have all taken this risk before. It's nothing new. It's just different to have one of them on our side, and Oren's had some unfortunate experiences on a past ship. So please be gentle with him. It's nothing against you. Maybe something against your Tethrian friend, but...
Call her up.
I'm not sure that makes sense unless it was Lawfrey that bugged him, but whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Lawfrey. Morgan heads back up to deck. Goes to the side of the ship and says Lawfrey's name 3 times in a row.
You hear a voice reach out in your head that says, "What?"
So here's the thing. We're trying to travel on a ship through Tethrian waters, and I was wondering if you could make sure we don't end up in someone's belly on the way to our destination.
Where are you? Have you...
That's a great question.
What do I have? The latitude and longitude? I guess I can find Lakey.
No.
He's been looking at maps
No.
constantly.
You're not where you were before. Where are you now?
On the ocean? That's not specific. I don't know how to help you.
You hear a long pause. You hear a long pause from Lawfrey, and Lawfrey goes, "I'm outside your city. Where are you?"
Several
Heading
days out at
towards-
sea, I guess.
You wanted to...
We're heading toward the Sunken Shoals. We're somewhere between Starlight and the Sunken Shoals.
We're a day away from the Sunken Shoals.
We're a day away from the Sunken Shoals. I just remembered in the voice of Fox.
Lawfrey goes, "Fine, I'll find you. But it will be some time, so keep a low profile until I get there."
You know about how long?
A day?
A day. All right, I'll report back.
I swim faster than your ships, but even then I was expecting, for you to reach out from the dock where we first spoke about this. So, I will...
Okay, I didn't remember that
begin-
in our agreement, so my bad.
I didn't expect you to suddenly travel the ocean. So, that is fair.
You told me I call your name 3 times wherever the fuck
And
I
I
am,
would come.
and you come do me a favor. Yeah.
I didn't
Remember?
say... I have teleport set up. I have a portal. But in order to get to you, I have to know where you are.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'll just go find a map and I can tell you right where I am. All right, about a day, we think, though. I can go back to people and see if we could stand still as much as we can. Well, hold on, wait, no. The storm is going to be coming
8 hours.
within the day. Yeah, so a storm's going to be here in 8 hours, and that might totally tear the ship apart. Do you happen to have something to do with the weather? Is that another option? I'm sorry, I really don't know what the fuck
I have no sway with that sister, unfortunately. She is often away from the ocean. You are welcome to pray to her in the hopes that she responds.
Well, thank you. That's very encouraging.
She is a goddess. She has a very busy schedule.
I'm gonna be on hold for a while, huh? If I try to go that route. Loud and clear, understood. Okay, so what if we tried to swim? I said swim. What if we try to sail back your direction and meet you halfway? I don't know.
You are welcome.
I should have brought some
to
with
do
me.
that. The longer you are at sea, the more supplies you will need, I assume.
That's not really an issue for us because we have a portal to, Starlight City.
I can make that work.
Okay. All right. That's the plan. Okay.
Get the captain in here. Tell her where we are.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna go find out where we are. Yeah. Anyway, so Morgan's gonna find captain or first mate, whoever she runs into first, and try to relay.
Yeah, they're still in the
general
office.
information
They're
that
still
she
in
was
the
able
office.
to ascertain.
They are able to basically help you try to pinpoint. They find like a little islet that you can meet at that's still in shallow enough waters that they'll be comfortable, but safe enough, close enough to that border where Loffrey will also be safe because they are now trying to respect her safety as well. But they're still like a little weirded out about this plan.
Just trust me, okay? Trust me. She's just a little rough around the edges is all.
And so is Loffrey.
Just shut the fuck up.
You guys have a plan? We will respect it. Again, please ask your Tethrian friend to be on her best behavior and not eat any of the sailors aboard the ship. We would very much appreciate it.
Sure. I think it goes without saying, but I'll say it just in case.
Yeah, what if it's like a genie thing? You gotta make it extra sure.
I don't know. I'll try.
Wonderful. Well, then I'll go address the crew and let everyone know what's going on. I'll see you out there. The captain goes out. There's a bell on deck that he rings. And you see people kind of file out. He goes, "Crew, we have a new bearing. There is a storm coming down, and our patrons have decided we need to circle back to meet a friend for escort. Please be very calm when I tell you that this friend is a Tethrian." You see all of their faces go white.
He'll be fine. Jesus.
We are going to leave the Tethrian alone. She's going to escort us safely to our destination as we skirt the storm that will be coming behind us. It will make our trip a little bit longer, and it will delay a bit getting to our destination, so hopefully we will still be able to rendezvous with the ship we are trying to find. In the meantime, if you have any questions or any concerns, questions, please come to my office. Of course, I am always available. If the door is closed, please just knock. Thank you. And the captain steps down from his little podium and goes back to his office. Oren goes back to his star charts.
Good job.
Looking very frazzled.
Gotta keep an eye on that one.
Well, wait, so are we going back to Starlight then?
Not all the way. We're meeting at a little islet, where Lawfrey can join with us.
Okay. Cool.
Nikolai sidles up next to Fox. And he goes, so, you have a Tethrian friend?
Morgan has a Tethrian friend.
Okay. Could she put the word
Didn't
in
get,
with the goddess of storms for me? Maybe, because they're sisters or
you know.
whatnot.
I'll ask her, but you shouldn't.
Am I near? Can I hear this?
I mean, he's not being subtle. He doesn't care if you hear. He's asking if someone will put in a good word.
He doesn't get along with a sister, whomever, that does the weather. If we could get a good word in there, we could just not worry about the storm, but that wasn't an option, so.
We could just go through the storm. It's right there. It's coming. We could just keep going. Just hypothetically. Maybe.
I guess if you want to ruin the ship, getting soaked in the rain's kind of sexy. I guess we could do that.
I mean, what if she's there? We never know.
No.
It would be, maybe. No. Okay.
Nah. There'll be more storms.
All right, you guys can get on a little paddle boat for that adventure. I'm gonna find my kid.
Well, I should, get back to it. Fox, are you coming with?
Yes.
Okay, very well. And he goes back to working on rigging on the deck for now, because it's still the middle of his shift.
Dang. Tricked into doing chores.
I know we only have a little bit of time left. Who would like to go next?
Lakey is just going to cringe really hard when the captain announces that they know a Tethrian. Try really hard not to make direct eye contact with Oren, who I assume is incredibly jumpy, while the two of them are working at navigating the ship.
You can see the hackles on the back of his neck up, and they're not going down.
Yeah. And then right before the shift change, he's gonna excuse himself and actually pop through the portal with a note. And excuse me, hustle through the other portal back to the Shadows hangout. And just ask anybody if they've seen his cousin.
Okay. Claude, who is eternally there and now hanging out with a newly repaired Elio, says, yeah, she's, Philip's house. She's off duty now, so.
So Lakey's gonna pop through another portal to Philip's house. And knock very...
Amma and Mina are just cuddling on the
Not-
bed. You can see it from the portal.
I mean, he's gonna knock on like a side of a wall because he doesn't want to be that guy. He also doesn't want to give Amma more reasons to give him shit because they've been related their whole lives, and he knows how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna pop through the portal, and after they acknowledge him, just be like, the next time you head home, preferably in the next day or so, would you give this note to well, I mean, if you could swing by my home, and give this note to my grandmama, that would be really appreciated.
Yeah.
There is, someone on the ship that, and he gives her a brief description of the ridiculousness that has been happening the past couple of days. But there's someone on the ship who, recently realized that he was a rabbit folk man and wants to figure out what that means. So I figured no one's gonna notice another mouth.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, I can get this back to your family. Has anybody told you about the curfew?
No.
Okay. So
I mean, I've been on a boat.
So you know how you did the whole popping up on stage and picking up our good old friend
Yeah,
Hale.
no, I was. Yep,
Well,
I was there for that. That
they're
happened.
They're still trying to figure out who you are. But they know you're a rabbit. So they've put a curfew on Hargrove.
I think he just continues cackling for like a good 5 minutes, and then
I
finally
don't know why
winds
they
down.
think that's gonna work. I mean, they know you're a wizard, but I guess it's just an intimidation tactic at this point.
That's. Okay. That's exactly what they need. Great. Well.
Oh, and your dad is out of town, by the way. There was a mudslide somewhere in the mountains, rock slide, something like that. So, he and most of the other rangers are out.
Out of town, not like out of town.
No, I mean like
got it.
Your day's travel from the closest train station. Like they're not out of town, but like, local branch.
But he's out of town under his own accord and choice, and not out of town as in having been forcefully removed from his home,
Correct.
potentially traumatizing all of our entire families.
No, for sure.
Great. Well, I guess if Akemi needs a really big distraction, you know a place that likes to throw a good party?
I mean, I'm always down for a party. Can you bring Mina?
Well, yeah, I don't know if Akemi needs a party though.
I mean,
because if there's any sort of rabbit folk,
you mean a group of people
gathered.
Party? Oh, I thought you meant we're gonna drink a lot of booze on a ship party, which still sounds fun.
I mean, let me check with the captain.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure Grandmama will need an escort anyway.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do.
You might need 2 like he's looking at Mina, like really gently, like she might need 2 escorts. What a frail, sweet little old rabbit lady she is. Mostly harmless.
Oh, yeah, no, Mina, if you want to come meet... yeah, if you want to come help
He pops back to the portal. He just leaves. He's just gone.
Amma walked backwards into that one.
And Amma goes, he leaves. He's like, that's my cue. and he quick steps away.
Quick step away.
I think he'll take a second when he makes it back into the shadows to just be like, just ask anybody who's around how everything's going.
I mean, Elio's mad, but otherwise, we're doing okay, right, Elio? And Elio looks like if he could spit thunder, he would be at this moment. He looks angry.
Is there anything I can do to support you?
Do you know where Lisa is?
I haven't seen her in a while.
Good. If you see her, let her know I'm going to wring her neck.
Buddy, you got it, bud.
Okay.
He's having a, he's okay. He's okay. Everybody's okay. It'll be fine. She'll turn up sooner or later, probably.
May I? And it's okay to say no, but may I ask what happened?
She was supposed to be somewhere. She didn't turn up. I got stabbed.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You seem better? Are you alright?
Yes, your doctor friends helped me, patched me up,
Good.
They are good at that.
Is DeLacy there?
Yeah, he was trying to follow Lakey and got lost in the process trying to find him.
Too many
Lakey
portals.
immediately whirls around. Because he was in fact just thinking of DeLacy and goes, DeLacy, did you hear that Elio got stabbed because Lisa wasn't where she should have been?
This is the first I'm hearing of it. I kind of with Lakey like, what are you doing? What are we doing here?
I just came to check on some things.
I see. No wonder you were so hard to find. You're very, very dutiful, and it keeps it from holding still.
I was at the wheel all night with a lantern.
Up in the rigging. And I was up in the rigging.
I glowed in the dark.
I've melded into it. This is all topic.
Your problem?
No, it's what makes me good at my job.
Oh.
We're getting off topic. And I have to be a big fat burden on you if you got a minute.
Yes. Gentlemen, if you would excuse me. But again, if there's anything that I can do to help, please send a message through Briar. Briar can get a hold of us where we're working now.
If you got business to finish here, I can wait.
No. I was just speaking with them and heard about the trouble and didn't want them to feel not that I know if there's anything that we have amongst our party that are particular skills that could help the situation, but if there are, please
I'm not even gonna spit a knife.
Actually, yeah. He just pulled out one of his spare daggers.
Immediately goes, no, we're not stabbing anybody.
Hey.
Please.
We've been using our knives an awful lot on the ship, but if there does come time when you do need to borrow one, we'll be right back.
Great, don't worry.
I'm more at home.
Mr. DeLacy, where would you Do you want to go in the side room over here, or back to the? Where should we? Let's go this way.
Side room. Yeah, a little privacy
steers
would be
you
beneficial.
literally any direction that is away from Elio.
Elio's big mad.
Above table, I can't remember dick about Elio and Lisa, so that is purely on
Elio
me.
is the Batman, the half bat, half man.
Okay.
That you guys had met earlier, who had basically said, "Hey, I've got a mission. Can you take Mina on? Walking back to Philip's house the long way?" And Lisa is the player character that you guys hung out with and that Briar slept with.
Yeah. Okay. Now me Smalls is back up to speed.
I also didn't remember who Lisa was. Thank you.
It's been a while. You guys haven't talked to Lisa in a while, so.
It took me a minute, but it dawned on who Lisa was.
Yep.
All right.
Mr. DeLacy, how can I be of service?
So it's actually a twofold matter, unfortunately. That's why I referred to it as a burden. The first of which being that move you have where you blink from one space into a next. I've been fascinated about it since I saw you use it. I was wondering if you'd be willing to teach it to me, if it's not too much trouble, of course.
I would be happy to teach it to you. It is the first real lesson in the school of plane shifting, which is a much larger space of theory, but I would be happy to begin with the basics.
He blinks each eye individually for a second at planar shifting. He goes, right, magic, oh, Lord. And you see him just kind of like rub under an eye where a bag is starting to form.
Yes, you did, in fact, ask me to teach you magic. That is what we are discussing.
And I apologize for putting you through having to teach me magic.
No, I'm fine with it. You seem to be having some regrets?
The way magic was explained to me when I was a youngin' was it's very, what was the word my brother used? Cerebral. And I ain't never been a cerebral fella, so it may take me a while to catch the concepts, but I'll get there eventually.
I understand.
How many ways can DeLacy say he's a dumb fuck?
You said this was twofold. May
It
I ask
is.
the second?
He gets like a shadow over his face. And he goes, the second is a type of leaning on you that maybe we ain't quite there for yet, but you're the one I feel most.
Are you also going to ask me to stab someone who I've only met casually? Because I don't think I can handle that twice in one day.
Oh no, sugar. No. If there was any stabbing to be done with this matter, I'd be doing it my damn self. No, and he reaches into his breast pocket and he pulls out an envelope with his name written on the front. And he goes, you were a man of contracts before our lives exploded, effectively. Mm-hmm. You're a man of words. Mm-hmm. But I know you also to be a man who reads between the lines. And that's what I want for this. I have not opened this yet. I have not read this yet. Truth be told, I'm terrified to. See, this was handed to me by the head of the Thieves Guild when Fox and I went to essentially try and keep ourselves alive. And it's handwriting I'm intimately familiar with. And he locks eyes with Lakey when he says that. But that I haven't borne witness to in several years. I don't know what's about to be asked in it. And I can't trust myself to keep a level head about it. Not just because Fox do be bringing out a more feral side of me, for sure, but even just that aside, I don't trust my mind to be the head of my faculties in this matter. And I need someone who I know can keep it about them. Can I count on you to be that?
Yes.
All right. And again,
you
I
made
know.
this letter sound awfully terrifying, and while I cannot claim to have shared acquaintance with the person who wrote it necessarily, the way you're approaching it is very intimidating. Do you want me to read it and tell you what it says? Do you want me to read it out loud? Do you want me to read it for anything in particular? Are there things that you would react to that you do not want to hear about? How should we handle this transaction?
I think I would like to be the one to read it, but I would like to, if it's all right with you, read it to you and act as a second, well, not pair of eyes, but act as a second mind on it, I suppose, because I don't know what it's going to say, and I don't want to be acting a fool about it.
I understand. Which would you like to do first?
I don't want to get this part over with, like ripping a stale bandage off.
Well,
It's all right
then
with you.
why don't you go ahead and read, and then if we have the space, I can explain some theory, and we can practice maybe tomorrow. It is getting late.
Excellent. I appreciate that, and I'll try to make this quick. And he's gonna look around for like a chair or something that he can pull up.
The conference room is
there
open.
is the couch
for this.
there's
room
the couch that
guys...
Hale was sleeping on.
Yeah, the conference room
only
with the
couch
that Hale was sleeping on is still available because it's kind of just like a bonus room that they use for whatever private conversations, what have you. So if you want to go in there and close the door, it's open to you.
Yeah, he's gonna go in there and close the door. And you hear him mutter something about finally getting on with my goddamn life, and you gotta pop back up like a goddamn ghost.
Please hold. That's a 17.
He heard
to
all
hear
that.
that muttering. You don't have to read it, DeLacy. You can just
Scary
leave
part
it in
is
the
I know
past.
that. The scary part is I know that, but I think I want to read it.
And the person who's reading it now isn't the person who knew the writer.
But the person now never forgot the writer. And that's the problem. And he looks up at Lakey from where he's sitting on Hale's fainting couch, and his eyes are wet.
Very well. Lakey settles onto the table that Philip sat behind when he tried to power play him, which Lakey's still salty about.
Power play all of
it. And just kind of crosses his arms and settles in and nods at the letter and says, "Whenever you're ready."
And DeLacy takes his thumb claw and tears open the top like a fucking letter opener.
And a giant plume of white powder billows out of the letter, and we both die. What?
He does actually hold it away from his face for just that occasion.
That would
like, that
would be something Gwendolyn could pull, hypothetically, but no.
He's like,
look, Mal knows where this letter came from. Mal was here that day.
And DeLacy, before he takes the actual like letter out, he does kind of like tilt the envelope and just kind of like shake it to see if anything else falls out of it.
Glitter falls out of it.
Like, oh, that bitch. That bitch I work for. But he's like, all right, doesn't appear to be poison. You know what? And he reaches into his breast pocket again, pulls out a full cloth handkerchief like a true Southern gentleman, and he's gonna use that to reach in and pull the letter out of the envelope. It's monogrammed.
Amazing.
He goes, all right. Still trying to use the like handkerchief to like handle it because he still doesn't fully trust that Gwendolyn didn't tamper with it.
Like he just raises one eyebrow and watches him.
And he goes, I got this handed to me by the head of the Thieves Guild, who may or may not be aware of me and Fox's extracurricular activities. I ain't trusting nothing.
Like he blinks a couple times.
Yeah, like he does the individual eye blink.
Because he's had theories, but nobody came clean to him until now.
Oh dear. Did I just prove any right?
He's too busy blinking to be able to confirm that. We're here now. Let's read that letter.
Them eyes are big. They take a while to blink. He goes, opens it up. First line, his eyes get wetter some fucking how. Don't know how that happened. And he starts to read a letter out loud, which I'm also going to do now. I'm sorry, guys. My beloved, I hope this letter finds you well and that it does not immediately find itself in the fire unread or unopened. I'd hoped to find you at what was our home, but it appears you've moved, unless you've taken lodgers in the form of a lovely family of capybara folk. And it appears you have not been in the guild of late, having taken on an apprentice of some variety. In lieu of being able to locate you myself, I have left this letter with Gwendolyn in the hopes that it may find its way into your hands. I know there's no guarantee, as the guild is full of very clever spies and mischief makers. Leahy would be so fond mischief makers Leahy would be fond of, so I will keep things as confidential as possible. And at this point, he actually stands and he starts to pace as he reads, and he freezes in the pacing. I would like to meet with you. I know you must be angry with me. I left things badly, and I recognize that. What conspired to take me from your side may soon no longer be a concern. If you should decide my life is forfeited by returning, may it be left next to the stolen heart you took from my chest. If you would like to meet, leave your response with Gwendolyn. I will check back when time allows. If I do not receive a response within a week's time of collecting the letter, I will assume you do not wish to see me and respect that as your response. I have dearly missed you. With deepest reverence and tender hope. You see him swallow hard, like he has a lump in his throat. Nox Trevino. And he falls back to sitting on the couch, just holding the letter between his hands, staring at it, staring at the name. And his ears are fully down. You've never seen his ears fully down.
Lakey gives it a beat. And then says, well, this is one of three things. One,
What's that?
this person legitimately wants to see you again. For honest and earnest reasons. Two, this person is manipulating you. Assuming that you would have the same sort of emotional reaction that you're having now. And is using your reaction either themselves or being forced to use your reaction by a bad actor who is controlling them. Through whatever means. I couldn't claim to know. Three, Well, to borrow a turn of phrase from Morrigan, they're dealing with some heavy shit and just want to see if they matter to anyone right now.
You'd be so proud.
In any of those cases, you do not have to meet them at their request. You can meet them in the same way they contacted you. The onus of escalation does not need to be on you. You can ask for a letter in return. You can demand a show of good faith. You can move your business away from the guild, I'm assuming. You have any number of options. I'm confident from how the letter was structured that you could return a missive in the same one this one was sent to you.
Roll options. And he's actually got a hand on his chest now, kind of like, I don't want to say like petting his own collarbone, but that's kind of what he's doing. And he swallows hard. And he goes, there's an impulse somewhere in here to just run immediately to that meeting, if nothing else, for answers I was denied at the time of our parting. Some explanation, some reason. And at the same breath, I'm so fucking mad because I was moving on, finally, with all y'all, and things were good. Why do they always come back when things are good?
Well, that's the third option I mentioned. The shit they may be going through is watching you move on. I believe they call it narcissism.
Mr. Quickstep, what do you do when there's a disagreement between mind and heart? Who do you listen to?
When I used to work in the Temple of Manthus as a contract broker, sometimes negotiations would become rather heated. And in that instance, they usually called for me. Not because I was any good at being fair, not because I was any good at making people feel validated, but because the one thing that I will never be able to disprove is the accusation that I am pragmatic. And the truth of a thing is easy to find once you break it down into the components. You are having a very strong emotional reaction, both in the positive and the negative. While that does suggest that this meeting would be potentially a fantastic thing for you, either good or bad, the scale of it would probably be fantastical. Were I adjudicating this negotiation, I would recommend that it be considered in a day or two's time.
That's why I wanted you here, Mr. Quickstep. And he runs
The other
through his
thing I would
hair.
recommend is that you have a sheet of paper and a stick of charcoal or a scribe or whatever you have on you. And every time you think of a good thing, or you fold it in half, and every time you think of a good thing, you write it on one side, and every time you think of a bad thing, you write it on the other. And then say breakfast in 2 days, give yourself 24 hours. You'll feel you're done. You'll stop thinking about it quite so much. It'll stop weighing on you consciously. It may still lurk in the back of your mind, but once you feel like you're no longer actively being stalked by it, most of your reasons are out, and you open your sheet of paper, and the answer's usually written there.
Really, really down to earth and good idea. Thank you.
My grandmother taught me that.
I'm surprised your grandmother seems like a wonderful lady.
Well, I was 7 and trying to figure out whether or not I should eat the mud pie with bugs in it.
It's a
I
hard
threw the mud
choice.
pie away before I could finish the sheet of paper.
That would have been real handy the summer that me and my buddy Ben just disappeared into the woods. We did not take the time to consider that, and it was looking back on it, it was a time.
It's totally understandable. Both the paper and the grandmothers that you find in the woods are generally not terribly helpful in decision making.
I'm pretty sure that was a hag.
I've met all sorts of old ladies too. And Lakey kind of cracked a little smile. Now, instead of teaching you any sort of anything right now, I say we go and get breakfast. See if we can get any of the crew to talk to us, because since that T word got mentioned, they sure are a whole bunch jumpy. And then maybe later, perhaps once you've had a little bit of time to process, we can discuss.
Yeah, when I initially went looking for you by the maps, Oren seemed awful upset. Is he gonna be okay?
Probably not.
Ugh.
But our group seems to be the type that doesn't leave people the same way we find them. Or better or worse.
I'm walking proof of that. Shit, I think we both are. Oh boy. And he like pinches the bridge of his nose.
Come on, let's go find out what the captain made for breakfast. And Lakey offers a hand, and as DeLacy stands up, just kind of claps him on the shoulder and escorts him out back to the portal.
All
You know,
right.
if I was back. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
He's like, if I was back home having this kind of a time, I know exactly what my mama would be doing. She'd be in the kitchen making some sort of like blood pudding or something. Cheer me right up, and all my baby siblings be trying to get in on it.
Well, we don't have a mama. We have a captain with a resplendent feather crest. We don't have siblings, but there is a crew. And I
don't know. Have you
can
met Fox?
probably only promise bacon.
Close
unless
enough, honestly.
Fox and Nikolai have eaten it all. So, shall we hustle?
Let us hustle.
Very good.
And he sticks the letter back in his breast pocket.
It's a good thing Fox wasn't there, because Fox would have been like, kill him, break up with him and kill him.
Lakey did not say
chop his dick off, right?
Lakey did not say that. Lakey just didn't say that yet.
As far as Leaky knows, there is a mother on the ship. Morrigan, hello.
That's a mama. That's a mama. A mama.
Morrigan has never clarified in Lakey's hearing whether or not this whole son thing is actually biological or not. Because all those conversations took place in your book club meetings.
Oh,
I don't know why you're upset. If I tried to tell Loki his brain would break. Brain would break? Yeah,
How
his
do you
brain
know?
would break.
How do you know?
You told Darshan?
Look, we're just like one more huge stressor away from Morrigan blabbing everything to our NPCs. So we'll see how that goes.
Listen, one good mental breakdown.
One.
One good mentee be away.
Okay,
As long as
and
it's good Mendy B.
uh,
None
with-
of that cut rate Mendy B nonsense.
with that, it is getting quite late, so I will end our session there, and we will pick up here in 2 weeks' time. Next time, assuming Saphira is around, I know you didn't get to do too much today, so we will do a little bit of stuff with you next time on Digitized Heroes.
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us, gang. We will see you next week for Monster Hunters.
See you next time.
Yay!
Bye.